Hello, hello, hello. Friends, family, YouTube community. You guys, it is really good to be back. I know there's been a little bit of a gap there. My apologies. Life busy, changing in the seasons, and you know, thank you for your patience. Thanks for hanging out with me and coming back. Thanks for subscribing and being part of my journey. To anyone new, I am Izzy. This channel was created to simply document and share my journey to a full bodysuit. I've been an avid tattoo collector for quite some time and only recently found my tattooist that I was comfortable with and that is going to blend the style to create my full bodysuit that I am so excited for, that I am here with you sharing it with the world. I just had a delay in between sessions. Get right into it, you guys. I am very pleased and happy with where we're going with it. As you can see, we have blacked out that tribal band that was there, old school band with a little, I had a Chinese little symbol here with a tribal band that went all the way around. And now we have blacked it out. I have had a long day. I don't over moisturize or anything like that. I will tend to my tattoo in the morning, especially now where it's been about a week since my session. I will tend to it in the morning, maybe once in the afternoon around lunch, and then before bed as I do my nighttime routine. So don't mind the crackiness and the dryness. But yes, I am happy with the fact that we did do this blackout. It does go all the way around and it was completed over here. Got a fun little peek here. You can still see some of that old and some healing going on here. This is also doing some nice peeling action, as you can see. I couldn't be happier with the direction that it is going and how that band now is a nice flow with this band. And the blast over to the camera has begun. So this has been a very difficult part, all of this part of my arm. As if you're new, I shattered my humerus. So the very fact that I could lift my arm like this is a major big deal. I have been doing my best to incorporate yoga into my week. And that is another reason that I have been able to move my arm a little bit more and get that mobility up to where I could put my arm up so that my tattooist could get in here. And I feel like this bodysuit has helped me in so many ways. I can't even comprehend all of that right now and put it all into the proper words, but it is a good motivation and a good push to, even though it's something that I should have been doing already, knowing my injury and my mobility, I should have been more active with my yoga, and I just wasn't. And I'm going to be doing my best to continually stay on top of that and maybe, work on the atrophy that has happened over this last year and a half. And I'll go into the session and what happened. The first session, we were only able to black out from here to probably back here somewhere. It was a chunk here, which I was okay. I was wanting, I was good with that. All of this was just super sensitive with the whole hardware situation that I have going on here. I have been asked about that. So if you're sensitive or a little squeamish, you might want to go away. I figured I would go ahead and flash up and let you see the knock on my humerus and how I just kind of shattered that right off. And the new hardware that is in my arm is that lovely piece. And that makes this whole arm just super sensitive, difficult to work on because of not only mobility issues, but because of the hypersensitivity. I mean, I've had tattoo work done on this arm before. Granted, this arm is pretty clean with the exception of these three, but you know, all of this is blast over work. I didn't, and I know that getting blasted over on old tattoo work and scar tissue is tough and tricky, but you know, my arm just swelled up so much. And I do believe that the underlining hardware played a factor in that. And along with the nerve damage, heightening the sensitivity and just making it difficult. I can't express my gratitude to my tattooist for his patience and understanding when it comes to the injury of this arm and his ability to freehand and incorporate the sunflower, which is a major piece I wanted to keep, and see my vision and work with the vision of blacking this out and putting my bracelet back. There is no time limit on that. If you haven't seen that, that's one of my first videos of blacking out my bracelet. It will also let you see, you know, the prior work that was going on here. But again, I didn't experience sensitivity like I have with this arm. And you guys, I can only say that that's the case. I really do feel that as we get over to this side, it's going to be a whole different matter. We're not doing any blast overs. We're not working on a hypersensitive arm with nerve damage. So I'm excited to hop over once this is done. We do have a lot more work to go here. There is, you know, filling this in. He will then do some fill-in work here. There we go. You know, this also needs fill-in. We'll be doing work here. This is not done. This is not done. My hand is not done. We will continue to add to and maybe do some shading in here along with touching up my palm. Oh, 1 second. So yeah, we will be touching up all of this in my palm. We will be most likely, you know, connecting these rings here to the inside, along with adding more Mendy ornamental designs in the hand. Something I want to quickly address. I am not going to give much attention to this now or in the future. I just figured I should address it now while I'm going over this. As I stated, this, and anybody who has watched any of the videos, this is an ongoing project. The whole sleeve is. And that is for various reasons. The number one being what I just discussed, the injury to my arm, and the fact that it's only been 1.5 years since that injury. And I am lucky and fortunate to have the mobility and the artist, etc. And other point being, it is a freehand project, a free-flowing energy project. And it's all going based on what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. And others I wasn't sure of. This doesn't happen unless we're in session. Like my retro Rolei Flex camera that I had here, that I wasn't even sure if I wanted to keep and incorporate into my bodysuit or not. The blast over on that was decided in session. So with that being said, I've had a couple of questions and comments being made about not only the design, the tattoo work, and line work. So like here, I put this aside for just give me 1 second. So I do want to say that I am extremely grateful that there has not been there hasn't been a lot of negativity. And I understand that people are going to have their opinions and their thoughts, and I'm okay with that. I appreciate the fact that you took the time to either watch my channel, watch the video, or stop me in person at the grocery store or at the gallery at my work. And not only ask or not only, give me a question or compliment, also insert a twisted, sideways, backhanded comment in the mix of it, and I know that that is a personality trait, and it's just people, and everybody has their opinions, and I respect that and I get that. And I also, again, will say that I appreciate the fact that you took the time to leave me said comment or stop me to give me said comment. That being said, if the artwork or the channel or me aren't for you, move along. That's fine. When you do insert a comment like that, I will respond to an extent. And this is, I feel like I've already rambled, and it's just because I'm nervous. But here we go. Here's my point. Wow. This is in response to a Michael S. a few weeks ago on a prior video. His comment stated, wow, you're amazing. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I appreciate you leaving your comment and taking the time to do so. Though, and this is always what gets me, the spelling, though, THO, line work on your tattoo is pretty uneven and line work okay. So, okay, friend, sir, the project isn't complete. The fact that you would even say line work okay when you haven't been given a close, detailed visual of it, and there's a reason for that, the project isn't complete. I don't know what to tell you, homie. Just keep the sideways comments and perspectives. I don't know what to say, dude. Like, I just want to say that, like, it always amazes me that people will go out of their way to insert sideways things like that, and it's those backhanded compliments that I'm pretty much done with. I do appreciate them, and I will like them when you leave them because I'm going to appreciate the algorithm boost. That being said, no mas. I'm done with them in person as well. So if I happen to get one little shady sideways compliment, like backhanded compliment like that, even in person, I believe I will be saying something back. And if I get one good enough, you guys, we're totally roasting it and going over that. However, all of the great compliments that have come in, I can't thank you enough for that. And I just want to say thank you to David S. for your nice compliment. And I appreciate your support on this platform, very much so do. The realization for the bodysuit manifested when I realized that this was my tattooist, that the energy exchange and the line of communication that he and I have, along with the style of his artwork, is what kind of determined that this is my artist. We are located very convenient to each other. when I just spoke to him of the idea of him being my artist to do so, and let him know of the challenges that were upcoming, being blasting over old tattoos, keeping over some, incorporating them into the bodysuit, and showing him the styles and the influence, and showing him that I did want to see, blackout work, blast overs, and that there would be a couple of them. I have tattoos that, like my stars here they're not going to make it. I'm not going to say they may not make it. They're not going to make it. They will be blasted over. My snowflakes are still up for debate. We will see. So that's when the idea for the bodysuit emerged, was when I found my forever artist. And he is able to create the space, and it is, as I've stated before, a private studio. The energy exchange is perfect. And yeah, that's how I knew I wanted, I've always known that I wanted to be covered in tattoos. I just didn't. And I've been tattooed by some really amazing artists all across this beautiful map. And it's not to say that any of the tattoos that they did were bad or I wasn't happy with them anymore. It's just me evolving as a person, therefore evolving my tattoo collecting with me. And that's how that came to be. I do not know what the end result will be. As I stated, it is a free-flowing energy project. So it's pretty cool. This whole arm has started with one stencil, and that was the lotus right here, along with this little centerpiece. Now, the fact that someone would say that the line work, here's the other thing. This is based all along this. I'm sorry to ramble. I just want to trace back really quick before I get too far off. This design is extremely difficult for me to get an angle and show you, no matter which way, because of the twist of my arm. You won't see it the way that I see it. So it's not laying out quite the way that it should. Now, when I step back from you, you might get a little bit of a better visual what's going on, of how this kind of comes to a point. And this creates a temple, being all of that blast over work here on all of that glitter work. Remember, this was the bracelet, this was the Eye of Horus. Up here, we had my Roll Life Flex camera. Up here, the band. Back here is the sunflower. Now, this sunflower was critical to keep. Everything is going around that. So it all really depends on the angle in which I'm holding my arm, of which curve they're going to be. So this is designed so that it can swoop into my hand. And I understand that it's difficult to kind of wrap with all the different lines and different designs and textures going on. It's kind of hard to see the whole thing right now. And I get it. I understand it. And it's being done in such small blocks that it makes it difficult for people to see forward. And I don't expect you to, but if it's not for you, keep going. But I do appreciate the algorithm boost. Thank you. So moving on to, yes, just thank you guys for your support, the great comments and questions that have come in via either this platform. And I appreciate the cross follows. You guys, I see you. I do. And I notice it. I appreciate your cross follows on Insta, for both myself and the gallery. I've noticed it. I've seen the interactions, via, so-and-so subscribed, along with seeing that person start following on my personal Insta and the gallery's Insta. Back to your quick other question, David, that I forgot to respond to. The 420 glass world. Yes, our gallery is incredible. It is a beautiful gallery, and one that not only features incredible 420 glass, but incredible glass artwork on all levels. I wear a lot of glass pendants. I'm currently wearing, a gorgeous pendant from Digger Glass, who is a New England glass artist who specializes in emulating watermelon tourmaline with glass. If you're interested in checking out his work, he is at Digger Glass on Insta. If you're curious about the gallery that I'm talking about, there is a prior video going over what I do for work and how my tattoos are not going to impact that. So feel free to check that out. If you are interested in continuing this journey that has been healing in so many ways for me, because it is not only showing me the strength that I have to push through some incredibly difficult sessions with the healing that's going on in my arm. It is helping me heal internally as well, helping me to heal my body by being more active and incorporating yoga into a weekly routine versus just a once in a while whenever I felt like I needed a good stretch. And I'm excited to see where that goes and how it helps the atrophy that has happened in my arm and throughout the rest of my body as a result of a lack of being able to move. And it's just amazing how one injury can impact the whole body. And so here we go. It's an interesting thing for me, and just the only reason why, one of, not the only, just one of the reasons why I decided to start documenting this journey. And, even at the beginning of my filming, I needed to assist my arm a lot. So it makes me so happy that, I can do this and I can stretch it, and I am seeing improvement in my arm. I am seeing the sleeve come together, and it's coming together in the light that I wanted it to. I am getting the blackouts. They are healing well and beautifully. That perfect mix of blackout, Mendy ornamental artwork, tattoo artwork. I understand that this style and the style of art and the style of tattoo work is not going to be for everybody. If it's not, just please keep going. And to everyone else who has hung out and been patient and understanding, you guys, I can't wait to continue sharing this journey with you. My next appointment coming up is, oh geez, my tattooist is gone. He is in California right now. Um, he has taken off to Cali. He is off gallivanting over there, having fun and tattooing other people, and is pretty booked out from my understanding up there and may extend. So I already knew this prior. I knew his trip was coming up and that he is pretty booked. So, that's the other thing. I get that you don't see the full perspective and you think the line work's not that good, but my tattooist is pretty sought after as a nationwide recognized artist and a sought after tattooist that I feel very blessed and fortunate to have started this bodysuit project with. I can't praise the man enough, along with his beautiful wife and wonderful family. They are wonderful people to me. And yeah, I'm excited to keep sharing the journey. I will do my best to stay a little more active with you guys on the YouTube community. I appreciate you. I look forward to growing on this platform as well. I am my own everything, my video person, photographer, editor, everything. So I appreciate your patience. and your understanding and your willingness to be on this journey with me, to share your time and hang out. I hope you have been well, and I hope you will be well. Take care out there, you guys. I hope that you find something that you are so over the moon excited about, you want to share it with the world too. And get out there, create something beautiful, do something that makes you happy. Peace and take care, you guys. Thank you so much again for your support. I can't wait to be back to show you this evolution and see where we go from here. On the next session, I do believe we will be shading this in and adding into this, and this will determine where we go from here and kind of help guide the rest. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you again. I so appreciate your support and your love, wherever you guys may be. Take care, be well, and be safe. Till next time, you guys. I look forward to hearing any questions and comments. Here we go again. Be well. If you are digging this, please do like, subscribe, give me a comment, give me a question. You know, good opinions are always welcome. Thanks. Bye, souls. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. Take care. My chest piece? The chest piece? Sure. Snake. Snake. He's chomping on the collarbone. There's that. Oh, snake? Okay. Got it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I did have a comment asking me why I would start a bodysuit with my arm. Homie, clearly I am not starting a bodysuit with my arm. My body does already have some very large scale pieces. That being said, you know, the two right off the top of my head are my chest piece and my upper back. That was also a massive blast over. A 4-part. So, no, I'm not starting my bodysuit with the sleeve. Thanks, though, once again. I appreciate the algorithm boost. I'm so happy that you're here and that you decided to join me. And you're on this little journey with me. It means a lot to me that you would share your time. Thank you again.
interested in like trying to work over partly healed tattoo work. It's never a good